Grocery store prices are outrageous right now. If you're feeling the pinch, you're not alone. The average American now pays $13,000 more per year for the same essentials that they were able to afford just 3 years ago. And on a fixed income or a low income, that's devastating and honestly impossible. We're seeing this impact everywhere, including the dollar store. You may have heard that the Dollar Tree recently announced that they are raising their price cap. You used to be able to walk in and count on everything costing exactly $1, but then they raised it to $1.25, and then they started introducing higher priced items that cost up to $5 each. They recently announced a new $7 price cap, causing an uproar online. And that's completely understandable because I know a lot of us rely on the Dollar Tree for affordable grocery options. I know this news isn't great, and I'm not going to pretend like this isn't going to affect you, but I do want to put it into context because I feel like a lot of the media outlets have made it sound a lot worse than it is. Not everything at the Dollar Tree is going to cost $7. In fact, they are starting this change very slowly. Based on what I read, it looks like the majority of their products will still be $1.25. However, they are going to introduce 300 new products that cost between $1.50 and $7 each. Those products will be placed in around 3,000 different Dollar Tree locations this year. That's less than half of their 8,000 stores. Now, I know it's still frustrating because a lot of us have counted on the Dollar Tree to provide affordable grocery options over the years. But along with this price increase, they also announced that the company will be closing around 600 Family Dollar locations this year and an additional 370 Family Dollars and 30 Dollar Tree locations over the next few years as the leases end. In this era of inflation, it looks like the Dollar Tree business model just isn't sustainable. So what can you do? Make sure to look for clearance grocers in your area. I've been able to get amazing prices on name brand products at my local grocery outlet, but there are stores like this all over the United States that offer discounted groceries. They're often called grocery liquidators or salvage stores because they take items that are overstocked, out of season, have damaged packaging or other blemishes and sell them at deep discounts. So if you've been relying on the Dollar Tree, you may be able to find better deals from your local liquidator. That's my top tip. You can also call 211 to connect with your local food banks or community meal sites. Be prepared for a longer wait time than usual, though. The Wall Street Journal reports that 211 is getting a record number of calls, including many calls from people who were traditionally considered above the poverty line, because everybody is feeling that pinch. Now, there is some good news, though. The government is adjusting some benefit programs to help low-income Americans purchase more food, especially more healthy food. The Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program vouchers are starting to open up, which gives seniors up to $50 in free fruits and vegetables at local farmers markets around the country. You can contact your area agency on aging for those, and there are programs that can double or triple the value of your EBT benefits as well, which can also help. Those same programs that double your EBT can also sometimes double the value of your WIC fruits and vegetable vouchers as well. And that leads us to our next big announcement. Some huge changes to the WIC program that can really help low-income families, and I'm really excited about these. So if you aren't currently getting WIC, please take a look and see if you qualify. Only about half of those who are eligible are currently enrolled in this program, which means a lot of people are missing out on free groceries every month. And again, this is the supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children. So it's for women who are pregnant, postpartum, or for children under the age of 5. Now, that being said, the Food and Nutrition Service has rolled out all sorts of new changes for this program, and they are all based on the recommendations from the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine, as well as the latest dietary guidelines for Americans. So first, that pandemic-era boost to the monthly fruit and vegetable vouchers is now permanent. This has quadrupled the value of those vouchers. Going forward, kids between the ages of 1 and 4 will be able to receive up to $26 a month in fresh fruit and vegetable vouchers. Pregnant or postpartum women will get $47 a month, and breastfeeding women will get up to $52 a month in these vouchers. That's an incredible deal, but that's not all. The program is also adjusting their food packages to allow shoppers to buy more varieties and sizes of products. I remember when I was on WIC, it was always a headache trying to match the brand name and the size and all the things. They've also removed a lot of the state options that had caused a lot of variations in this program, instead choosing to make certain things mandatory in all states. For example, states will have to offer you the chance to buy canned legumes instead of just dried ones now. That used to be a state option, now it's a requirement. For dairy, the amount of milk the program will cover each month is being reduced. However, the varieties are increasing substantially. Shoppers will be able to choose lactose-free or plant-based milk products as well. The whole grain category is being expanded dramatically to include other options like quinoa, wild rice, millet, triticale, amaranth, kamut, sorghum, wheat berries, tortillas made with folic acid fortified corn mesa flour, cornmeal, including blue cornmeal, teff, and more. They are also expanding the whole wheat bread products section to include pita bread, English muffins, bagels, naan, and more. The amount of whole grains allowed for children is being reduced slightly, but the amount for pregnant, postpartum, or breastfeeding women is increasing. The allowance for juice is also being reduced by about half a gallon per month on average. Cheese is also being eliminated for breastfeeding participants, although it appears that cheese is still an allowable substitute for milk, so not sure about that. Shoppers will also be able to buy canned fish with limits of 6 ounces per child, 10 ounces for pregnant or postpartum women, and 15 to 20 ounces for breastfeeding women. They also made adjustments to the types of fish you can buy. And if you'd like more detail about these changes, you can check out the WIC food packages information at fns.usda.gov. And again, make sure to look into the requirements for this program if you aren't currently receiving those benefits, because a lot more people are eligible for this program than are currently being helped by it. So please check that out, spread the word, let's help get more food for people. And speaking of programs that are underused, if you have kids in California, make sure to look into getting a CalKids account as well. Over 3 million eligible kids are missing out on this money. This is a state-funded college and career savings account that provides $500 for kids who are in grades 1 through 12 during the 2021 to 2022 school year, or who enrolled in first grade in later years. The state pays $500 per child, with an extra $500 for foster youth and an extra $500 for homeless youth. You can claim your child's account at calkids.org. Now, of course, it's not all good news. The ACP program that we all know and love is still slated to run out of money next month. The FCC has announced that they expect to send approximately $14 instead of the usual $30 subsidies next month. Some providers may refuse to accept that lower rate. The government has said they have that right, which means that some providers may start charging you full price as early as next month. But others, like SafeLink, have announced that they will honor the full value of the ACP discount amount in May, no matter what the government pays. Either way, providers have lower cost plans that may be covered by the Lifeline subsidy, so make sure that you ask your provider about that and check out how the Lifeline program may be able to help you. As always, I hope this helps. Just real quick before we wrap up the video, I do want to note the change in our production schedule. Again, I realize that is a massive headache for you guys, that I keep changing that around, and I do apologize. Our team is trying really hard to figure out what we're going to do to mitigate the losses from basically the collapse of our website at this point. We thought that increasing the amount of videos we were producing here on YouTube might be a possible solution. We've tried that for about a month, and what we noticed is that we're not actually helping as many people as we were before, because even though we're putting out more videos, each video is being seen by drastically fewer people. And our goal here at Low Income Relief has always been to get that help out to as many people as possible. So clearly that isn't working. So we are going to try pivoting back to our old schedule, which was, a video on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So we're going to try that for a while, see if we can get those numbers back up so that we can keep reaching and helping as many people as possible. And for those of you who did sign up for channel memberships, I'm so grateful for you. You are helping keep the team running. And we will be rolling out extra perks for members as well. Just to let you know kind of what's going on here behind the scenes, because I know it's been a little bit chaotic. Anyway, we're always here to help you. I want to roll out some more question and answer videos. But with a lot of the things that you guys ask me in the comments, I never want to give you information that is wrong. I always want to make sure that I have the time to research that and make sure that I am giving you the most factual information in response, which is why I've never done a lot of live Q&As historically, because I want to see your question. I want to be able to research it, make sure that the answer I'm giving you is 100% true, just for your protection, and because I know there's a lot of misinformation out there and I never want to contribute to that. So that's kind of why we do it that way. But if you drop your questions in the comments, I would love to put together a video where I'm just going through and answering those. So go ahead and do that. I hope the video that we presented today was helpful to you. And go check out our latest video for more ways that you can get extra cash.